Record to the cloud. Okay, so we're recording now. So keep your legs straight and just swing and then put it down. Swing and then put it down. This is more of a ballistics type stretch. Try it a couple times. I'm going to lose video for just 1 second while I get them the link. We're going to go 10 more seconds. We're going to do the other side. Good. Jordan, nicely done. All right, it is time. Let's hit that other side. Go for it. Now, here's what I want you to try. Our first technique we're going to kick off with is our side kick. Let me change over. We have 2 different screens of people now so I can see everyone. Oh, Nikhil, I'm glad you made it, man. I know your mom had said she wasn't sure if you guys would get back in time. So we're going to start with our side kick, and I want to build on it a couple different ways. The first thing we're going to do for our side kick, from here, everyone turn and face this way. Have your guard up just like this. On the beginner level, today's an everyone class. So I'm going to hit beginner and roll it into what the advanced belts are doing as well. On the beginner side, taking your close leg. Good. Mr. Bowles, I'm glad you're on. Sorry, sir. I guess I sent the wrong link. I had it copied, but apparently I had the previous meeting copied. So you're here now. That's what matters. So with your guard up like this, take your close leg. All we've done is a little loosen up. Take the tight leg and pull it in front of you so that your knee is chambered this direction, and I can see the bottom of your foot. When you're pulling that leg in like that, you're trying to set it up that if somebody tries to move in on you, your foot's in place, you can push them away as they come in. So again, you pull it all the way in and put it down. Do it again. Pull it all the way in and put it down. A couple more times. Pull it all the way in and put it down. I like to pivot my back foot away. When this leg is coming up, my back foot will turn away as I'm chambering my knee. It just lines the hip up. All right. Other side, same thing. So your guard's on this side. Take that forward leg. You're just going to pick it up to there and put it back down. Pick it up to there and put it back down. A couple more times. Pick it up to there and put it down. 3 more times. Pick it all the way up and put it down. Good. 2 more. Pick it up and put it down. Good. Finish it. I can see you now. I couldn't see you guys for a second there. 1 more time. Pick it up. Put it down. Now freeze. Our side kick we're going to build onto into this is when you throw your side kick. The testing points for this rotation, beginner level, are that you have to chamber correct, the knee in front of you. And at the end of your kick, your heel has to be higher than your toes. So as you kick out, I want to see that heel coming up higher than the toes. I don't care how, I forget. I come in to whisper to you guys on the camera, but then I forget that I'm using a headset that actually doesn't make a difference. So what you can do is, hang on 1 second. What you can do with it as you're throwing that side kick is take your back foot and you're going to turn it away as you're throwing the kick. That's going to roll the heel over just a little bit higher. So if we're here, keep that guard up. Oh, good. It's shot on. So with your hands up like this, take that front leg, close leg. When you pull it in, as you push it out, I'm trying to turn that back foot away, which is going to give me more control. But what I was going to say is I don't care how high you kick. What matters the most is that you squeeze the muscles at the end of the kick. So when I kick out, even if it's a low kick, if you're working on kicking wherever your level is and you squeeze the muscles, it's going to start developing strength in the side of that leg so it gets more powerful. All right, couple times. So your guard's up on your own. Just work that side kick. Out, pull it in and down. Again, ready? Out, pull it in and down. 2 more times. Go out, refold it down. 1 more time. Ready? Come out and lock it and put it down. Other side, same thing. I got to tell you guys, when I have you kicking with your right leg, since I'm mirroring you, this is my left. My left leg kicks have gotten a lot better since doing video class. Other leg, so your hands are up. You'll go there, refold, and down. Do it again. Come up, kick, out, refold, and down. Do it again. Ready? Bring it up and out, refold, and down. 2 more times. Come up. Good, Miss Fortnell. That was it. Come up, out, refold, and down. Last time, ready? Bring it up, refill, and down. I want to show you something. I don't know how to show it to you on the camera. I guess if I go to the side. So when you do a side kick, you're trying to hit with the heel, right? But there's two ways you can hit with the bottom of the foot. One is the actual heel, like flat on. The other one, though, if you're hitting more softer tissue like the stomach, you can take your foot and you can roll it a little bit to the side. So you're using more of the edge of your foot. So from here, if I'm throwing a side kick, rather than kicking, hopefully you'll see this, rather than kicking that way with just my heel locking up, hitting you, you can kind of tilt your foot outward. So you're hitting more with the side edge of the foot, the blade of the foot. I want you to try that just to see what it feels like. It's more for striking like softer targets. I don't do it in sparring because I don't want to cut through their padding and hurt them, but it's very good for hitting into pads. So if you're here, same kick, just, let me turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Instead of kicking with your foot flat, I tilt my foot. So rather than here, I tilt it out. So I'm hitting with that edge, the corner of the foot. Let me see you guys try that a couple times. Your guard's up, just shoot it out, try to tilt that foot out and then put it down. Good, Madison, that's it. Mr. Bowles, good. Oh my goodness. For all the times of joking about having gum on your shoe. I have Play-Doh, never mind. I have Play-Doh on my shoe. All right, everyone back to attention and say, sir. So the next thing is that, now that's your main side kick. With the side kick, I want to add another concept to it. I was sparring with a guy named Tim Wiegert. He's very fast. And so when I was sparring with him, I would throw a side kick, boom, and as I throw the side kick, Mr. Wiegert would try to angle to the side that he tried to move back in. So I did it again. I go to throw my side kick, he angles to the side, he tries to move back in. Well, the third time that I went to kick, I was trying to set him up to see where he'd move. The third time I went to kick, I picked my foot up, I did my side kick, and as soon as I threw my side kick, I quickly rechambered and shot my second side kick to where I knew he was going to move. So we're going to do a double action. With your guard up like this, I want you to try to do two side kicks. You're going to go, and it doesn't matter where they are, as long as they're like side by side. So I'll go one direction. I'll pull the knee in. I'll throw another a different direction, then put it down. I want you to try that for maybe 30 seconds. So on your own, your guard's up. You'll kick one side, other side, put it down. Let me see you guys try it a couple times. Good. Very good, you guys. So if this isn't confusing enough, we now have we have two Sophias rocking this class, and we also have two Mr. Bowleses in class as well, just to give you guys a heads up. So I will try to, I don't know. One will be the inside Mr. Bowles, one will be the outside Mr. Bowles. Couple more times. Nice kick, DL. Rock that kick, man. Good, sir. Hayden, good job. Keep those hands, when you're throwing them, keep those hands tight. All right, other side. Face this way as well. Turn to the other side. Using your other foot, same thing, doing a double action side kick. It doesn't matter which side first. You'll go side kick, rechamber it, and then put it down. The height doesn't matter as much as the rechamber and locking the kick. Try that a couple times. Good, Miss Murphy. Good kicks. Couple more times. Let's see it. And a Finch. That was awesome. Good. I like how good your control was on that kick. Couple more times. All right, and Ben, very good, sir. I like that intensity, man. Okay, so that's your side kick. Let's build off of it. The next one you have is a back kick. On the back kick, I have used the back kick so many times when sparring where I will intentionally try to draw somebody in. You can be an offensive fighter or a defensive fighter or kind of a hybrid between. I like to do a little bit of both. But on the defensive side of things, I will intentionally, if I'm sparring with somebody, I will intentionally lean in just a little bit to give them an open shot on my face on purpose. And when I'm doing that, as I lean in, look what I'm doing. I drop my hand down so I know that I'm covering the majority of my body here and here so that I know this is their only real shot that they've got to go after. But it's bait. It's just to try to pull them in. So when they go in, as soon as they come in, I turn away and I shoot that back kick. Yes, sir. DL, yes, sir?
I gotta go. I gotta take my mom to work.
That's fine. DL, it's good to see you, buddy. Thank you for jumping on. So
All
when you're
right,
here, you turn away, and the leg that is closest to you, you're going to chamber it underneath you. It looks like a donkey kick. As it comes underneath, it's then going to shoot behind you as you step away from them. Your goal with it is to try to draw them in, and as they tilt it down so you're able to see my kick on this, as they dive in like this, it's leaving their rib cage wide open. You're turning away, pulling that foot under, sticking them with the kick, and then stepping out to your guard. So try it a couple times. Doesn't matter which side. Your guard's up. Just turn, pull, kick, land, and regard. Do it again. Turn. Try to turn the hips all the way away, and then kick. That's it. Good. Mr. Bowles and inside. Well, I guess you're both inside. So yes, inside, Mr. Bowles. That was very good. We guys just keep going. A couple more times. Oh, we got Nora on. Welcome on, Nora. Mr. Paget, good. Good. On this kick, when you're let's see, Mr. Gallagher, when you guys are doing this, the more you turn, the easier it is for them to, remove your head from the situation. It'll give you more extension away, so it's harder for them to reach you on the punch. What you were doing, the way you were, is good for a kick, but if you turn a little bit more, it'll give them less surface area because your head will just dip away real quick as you stick them with that kick, so they've got nothing to hit you with. Hayden, that was good, sir. When you do that kick, try to turn a little bit more. Nikhil, let's see what you got, man. Turn away. Okay. Good. Good, Mr. Spangler. That was it. Turn kick. Now, when you throw that kick, you actually beat me to the next one, Mr. Spangler. If he comes off the far leg, that's a spin kick. If you use whichever leg is closest, if I'm here, if this leg is closest, the close leg kicking is your defensive back, or just your back kick. Do I have room for this? I think I have room. I'm going to show you something as well. Watch this for a second. Another version of this back kick is a defensive jump back kick. A defensive jump back kick, let me make sure I don't go over the railing as I do it. A defensive jump back kick, which we are not going to do in your living rooms, just so we're all on the same page. But a defensive jump back kick is when they dive in real fast. Make sure you guys can see my feet here. I shift my weight. If they're coming from this side over here, like this, I shift my weight onto this leg, and I jump off of this leg to give me lift, right? As I jump off this back leg, the forward leg that's closed does the exact same back kick to where they're coming from. I think I got room. Hang on. Let me move my child's costume out of the way. So watch. If I'm here and someone's diving in, I would turn and jump and throw the back kick as I step away. And it is a really, you feel like a superstar if you get somebody with that kick. It's not easy to throw, but you feel like a rock star when you land it. All right, let's do another stretch. So put your feet like this, shoulder width apart, and I want to do a light ballistic. Here's how it's going to work. Lean forward as far as you can, and then we're going to go from one side to the other side, like a pendulum, going back and forth. So I'm going to reach to one leg. I'm going to swing to the other leg. I'm going to swing to the other leg. Just back and forth a couple times. What this does is it keeps shifting what muscle group you're working on, which will help relax the muscles and get you a little bit lower over the first couple times. All right, now it's time to add some of the more exciting stuff to it. So those two are your basic levels. The beginner belts, those of you guys that are white, yellow, orange, and senior orange. The orange with the black stripe. For the first four belts, you guys have your side kick, back kick. On the advanced level, we have several variations that I want all of you guys to see together. The first variation is called a rear leg side kick. So watch this. Let's pretend we're here. Let's turn. It doesn't really matter which guard you're in. I'm going to have you start with your right leg behind you. So if you're here, this should be your right side. Take your right leg and pull it back so that your left side is close to the camera. If you're in a left side guard, you're going to take your back leg on a rear leg side kick. You're going to look at me the whole time. So while you're looking at me, you're going to take that back leg, bring it around, and then shoot that side kick, and then step down. There was an old movie called Billy Jack. I need adults. Anybody remember Billy Jack? Anybody see that one? I don't know. If so, you can raise your hand. But Billy Jack, he says at one point, the bad guy says, "What are you going to do?" And Billy Jack looks at this guy and he says, "Well, I'm going to take this side of this foot right here. I'm going to put it right here across the side of your cheek, and there's nothing you can do. The rear leg side kick is kind of like that. It's a really quick kick that is hard to push away from. So if you're in your guard, you're going to keep looking at them the whole time. Take your back leg, just bring it around, and shoot that side kick, and then step into it. Good. Outside, Mr. Bowles. That was exactly it. Do it a couple times. Good. Ben, I like that intensity, man. When you come around with that kick, Ben, try to keep that guard nice and tight as you're coming around on those kicks. All right, Finch Clan, let's see what you guys got. Good kick, sir. Nicely done. All I saw was a blue jean leg stick across the Finch camera, but it was a good kick from what I could see. Keep going, a couple more times. That's it. Let's see. Mr. Taylor, nicely done on that chamber. Let me add something to give you guys more power on this. Watch this. If you're here, when you pull your knee around, if I'm facing this way, imagine my hand is on this side over here. I have to pull my knee all the way in until it gets to my hand, so it's all the way chambered before that side kick shoots out. And that way you have a good solid chamber before you stick it out there. Now that leads me to the next kick though. The next one is our, Mr. Spangler, you're the one that beat me to it, is our spinning kick. The spin kick is if we put our strongest leg behind us again. So from here, take your right leg and step back behind you just like that. With your hands up, we're gonna take our right leg, but instead of looking at the camera while you come around with that kick, that's a rear leg kick. A spin kick, I have to spin so that I have to break eye contact with the camera. Now, if I'm spinning this way, I'm just gonna keep on spinning, and the leg that's farthest is gonna come up with that side kick chamber, and it's gonna throw the exact same side kick, and then I'm gonna step into it. So again, if I'm here, my guard is up to you, I turn away from you guys, and after I turn, that knee comes up and shoots the side kick, and then I step down. Ooh, let me see. Can I do that on the camera? I think my camera will let me. So my camera lost one of its legs, unfortunately, earlier. So I have two that are holding on. Hopefully it'll hold for this. I don't know. Let's see. I'm trying to make it so you can see my feet. Hopefully my camera doesn't go flying right now.
So you're going from your left side guard and kicking with your right foot?
Whichever leg is farthest. Yes, ma'am, correct. The farthest leg is the one that's coming around. So if I'm right now, if I'm facing this way, technically in the camera, I'm reversing you guys. So from your perspective, this is my right hand. If I had my right hand forward, then my left leg, the one that's farthest, is the one that's gonna throw the kick. I spin away, pull the farthest leg up, and then shoot the kick. To make it easier though, watch this. If you're in a guard, when you turn away, I tilted the camera so you guys can see my feet here. The reason is when I turn away, I turn both my feet to here before I pick my leg up for the kick. So everything turns first. Now that my feet are this way, now my farthest leg comes up and does that side kick, and I can put it down without this foot really having to move again. You can unwind it afterwards, but it just gives you more power. So on your own, let me see you guys try it a couple times. Your guard is up. You spin, take the farthest leg and kick, and then put it down. But remember, the same is true on this kick as the side kick. Height does not matter as much as working on your balance and control of the kick. So even if it's a low kick where you turn.
Time do we have left?
Low, that's fine too. What was that, Clark?
Time do we have left?
3 bajillion. Mr. Gallagher, that was perfect, sir. Let's see. Finch Clan, I'm watching you guys next. Good, that was it. Spin all the way around. Come through. Who just did the extra spin? Was that Isaac? That was good. 2 more times. Spin around. Good. Inside, Mr. Bowles. That was good on your timing as you came around. And one more thing you can do with this. When you throw your kick, whichever leg that kicks, if I kick with my back leg, it then becomes my new front leg. And then I just reset and then do it again. You could pull it all the way through, but for this one, when you stick them with that kick, it'll usually pull you into it. All right, two more times. Spin, shoot that kick. Good. Jordan, that was I like the extra spin though. Let's go spin, shoot that kick. Good, Jordan. Jordan, when you throw that kick, make sure you keep those hands. You beat me to it that time. Keep those hands up when you're throwing that kick. What you did was right. Just keep them nice and tight as you're coming around. Okay, let's go to the next thing, which I forgot what it is. Let me find out. Give me a second to look at my handy dandy manual here. So we did our side kick. Oh, I didn't touch the skip side kick yet. I have a couple more things I want to show you guys first before I go to that. There's we have a skip side, we have a ridge hand, a blitz ridge hand, cut ridge hand, break falls. We're not doing break falls today, goodness gracious. I do want to teach you the concept on this though. Leg holds as well. So this rotation, one of the things we have is, it's called a break fall. A break fall, if you were to fall off of whatever, let's say I jumped off my roof. If I had to jump off my roof and I had a choice of hitting these bushes on the way down or just jumping off the roof and landing all the way down on the ground, I'm going to pick the bushes first. They're going to disperse the shock. The same is true when you fall. If I'm falling to the ground and I catch myself on my hands like this, all that shock is landing in one spot and it's going to hurt me more. It's like jumping off and hitting the ground. If I fall and I slap the ground where my hand hits and then my elbow and then my body, I'm spreading out the shock at different times, very close, but at different times, it doesn't hurt as much. What we'll do later is we'll work on actually doing break falls once we're back in the karate school with real mats. But when you fall, you're slapping the ground right before you hit. Give me 1 second. I just realized my phone actually wants power. I'm down to my 20% mark, and I have a cord right here. I just didn't plug it in. There we go. All right, so here's what we're going to do next. That way. I want to show you the skip real quick, and then I have one more bonus for you guys from the advanced level. So watch. If we're here, your front leg, a skip side kick, so much faster than a shuffle side. If I'm here, a shuffle, if I was kicking this way, if I lean on this foot at all, it is a shuffle. If I just push off my back foot as I throw my kick, that's a skip side kick. The difference in timing isn't much, but as far as making contact or getting your point, it does make a big difference. So if I were to lean on this foot first and then go like that, even if I do it quickly, where I quickly lean forward and then throw that kick, that's still a shuffle. A skip side kick, I'm not allowed to shift my weight this way. I have to just leave the weight here, push off as I throw my kick at the same time. And the difference in how many points you'll get with it, huge difference as far as sparring. So what I want you to do for practice is this. Lean on your back leg, whichever leg is farthest from the camera. To start, take your front leg and don't let it even touch the ground. Just let it float a little bit. You're just going to hop forward and then shoot that side kick, just like we did earlier. Hayden, that was it, man. Keep those hands tight, though. So again, you're leaning on that back leg. Just push in, shoot that side kick, put it down. Good. Man, who was that? That was Nikhil. You were like a blur across the screen. You were so fast with it. One more time. So lean on that back leg. Just hop in, boom, shoot that side kick. Another way you can do it, though, is you can take your front foot and just let your toe touch the ground. That's all. Don't lean on it. That way you're practicing having both feet on the ground, but you can't really, it makes it hard to cheat. You can't do it the wrong way. Do it 2 more times. So you're leaning, the front foot touches the ground, just hop in, boom, shoot that side kick. Do it 1 more time. Hop in and kick. Marin, when you're throwing that kick, keep those hands nice and tight as well. You want to keep those, yes, sir, keep those hands up. All right, now this could be, I just realized, outside Bulls Clan, I just realized that could be tough on a hill. Be careful with terrain as you're doing any kind of skips, otherwise you may go snowballing down the hill as well. All right, now, everyone, Jordan, are you tired, man? You tired, Jordan? You look like you're tired, man. All right, one last thing. I'll show you guys this. We have, what am I going to show you guys? I guess I'm going to show you the stick version since everyone has open hand right now anyways. Have your hands up like this for a second. One of the things we're going to be doing at the advanced level is our 6 count, right? I have a variation on 6 count that I'll show you guys in the advanced class on Monday's class. But for the 6 count, if you're here, imagine you have 2 sticks. You're going to keep your right hand up on this side of the camera, keep that one up. Take your other one, put it under your arm, just like that. So with your hands up, you're going to take your top hand, you're going to swing as if you're hitting across the jaw, just like that. And you're going to pull it across and wrap it over your neck. Your low hand is going to swing low. and it's going to come up into a muscle. And then the one that's hugging you, you're going to hit, and then it's going to go back under your armpit just like it was. That's the first 3. The second 3 are the same thing, just other side. So, Jordan, you got some, what was that you were holding up, man? You go high and then pull it across, and then you go low and you make a muscle, and then you hit and you bounce back. And that was 4, 5, and 6. Let's do it again. So, oh, you got some money there. Awesome, man. So you go high and then pull it across here, low, make a muscle just like that, and then hit, boom, and bounce it underneath. That's 1, 2, and 3. 4 is hit high and pull it across. 5 is hit low, make your muscle. 6 is bounce and come back under. When you're doing this, don't move for 1 second. Let me get my stick so you can see. What would happen is if I was doing it from my side facing you guys, I would be here and I would go high, low, bounce, and back, high, low, bounce, and back. And that's the 6. Once you get that, let's see who we got for advanced level. Advanced level students, once you get that, we have some different variations on it as well, which Monday, I want to show you a fun drill that we can do with these, which is, I don't want to jump the gun. I will save that for Monday. Let's finish with this. The last thing we're going to finish with today. Let me put this down. I lied, 2 last things. We're going to do universal 3 one time, which is what the advanced class has for next week's curriculum, but it ties in well with our basics. And then we're also going to do a leg hold to wrap us up. So universal 3, I'm going to mirror you to start, which I need to adjust my camera a little. There, should be good. Here we go. We're here, feet are together and hands at your sides. You step out with your left foot, you go to your ready position, and you announce your form. Universal 3. We're going to put our guard up to the side, just like this. Now for this form, I want you to take your forward hand. You're going to throw a back fist to the head, just like that. When you're throwing that, watch, my elbow stays there. I just roll it around and smack them in the side of the head. I take my close leg. I shuffle up with a side kick, just like we were working on. And I change guard. Do the same. I go back fist to the head, shuffle up feet together, use that close leg, and drive that side kick. Land, look over your left shoulder. I'm sorry, it's your right. I'm backwards, I guess. Look over your right shoulder and do a back kick with your right leg behind you, and then land with your guard to the camera. Once you're here, this ties in what we're going to be doing next week in class. We have a cross chop. Other hand throws a ridge hand. You're going to do a knee elbow block. Step in with a knee elbow just like that. You land, go cross chop, ridge hand, and then throw 2 punches, right, left. After that, you pull the hand back and turn to the other side, and that's the end of the form because universal 4 ends facing that way. And the very last thing we get to do, I don't have a stopwatch. That's okay. We're going to do one last set, which will be your leg hold. If you need, you can use something for balance. If you need like a railing or like a chair next to you or a wall, don't put your smudgy hand on the wall, but you can put your elbow on the wall. You ready? We're going to do a side kick for our leg hold. So everyone put your guard up. Doesn't matter which leg.
Nice guard.
Take your close leg and then hold that foot out all the way sideways, just like that, and keep it there. Hold it up and make it closer so I can see you guys while I'm doing it with you. Keep that leg all the way up. Keep it up. Good. Mr. Taylor, good, sir. That's it. Mr. Gallagher and Elizabeth, good. Wait, you can't use your hands, Elizabeth. Good, take it. That's it, man. Keep it up there. Grady, that's it. Keep it up high. Good, you guys. Inside Mr. Bowles with Sophia. Nicely done, you guys. Let's see. Fish family, that's it. Keep it up, keep it up. Good balance. Almost there. 5 seconds left. Mr. Paget, nicely done. And put it down. Very good. All right, other leg. Same thing, Miss Fortney. That was very good. Other leg, ready? Kick out and hold that side kick out there. You want to try to keep your back up as much as you can. Keep that guard up just like this. Let's see it, Clark. Get that foot all the way up there. Hayden, good. Keep your leg all the way, if you can. Let me move back so you can see. Keep your leg all the way straight if you can, Hayden, while you're keeping that leg out. Hold it up there. Keep holding. Good balance. That's it. Grady, looking good. Make that leg all the way straight. Push that leg out if you can. You have 5 seconds left, guys. 4, 3. That's it. Let's finish. Keep it up. 2. Come on. 1. And time. Put it down. Miss Murphy, very good. All right. I need to get one of those special things that adjusts and tracks where I am as I'm moving to make it easier. Last thing, feet together, hands at your sides. We bow at the end of class and we say, I will lead by example. Ready? Bow. I will lead by example. Thank you guys for being on today. If anybody has any questions, you're welcome to pop in. Today was a black stripe for what we were covering this week. We'll be moving into all blues next week. Oh, by the way, for inside Mr. Bowles, I mentioned to you earlier, today was upper body. I've lost track of all days. Today was black stripe. So we were on, this is part of the first week, which is perfect as far as your timing for being in the class. And then next week we'll be moving on to blue, which will be upper body strikes, and then universals for our green belts and up. And then comes orange, then green, and then following green we have recap week and graduation. By then I have heard that a lot of the restrictions, not all, but I've heard that some of the restrictions will be opening up as far as our businesses being open again by, in theory, by March the 8th, but I don't know what the stipulations will be on it yet. Depending on what they are, we may be able to start pushing for actual, if they say, like if it's legally okay and safe based on regulations, then we'll be able to potentially do outside classes at Super Kicks. Then we can spread out way apart from each other, but still be able to do the classes. And the weather is awesome right now. Like honestly, I was planning, at first I thought I'd go inside, and then I thought of Miss Murphy and outside Mr. Bowles. A lot of times I see you guys outside as well, and I thought, man, I don't want to be the one inside if they're both outside too. So I decided to go outside today. So hopefully we'll be up and running with outside classes again. We'll see how it plays. So anyways, thank you guys for being on. If you have any questions, just unmute and ask. But otherwise, I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.